February 28th, when this statement came out from the agent of Kyler Murray, putting the Cardinals in quite the bind going into Combine Week. That hey, you're not paying my guy. My guy is not happy. My guy wants to stay. You're the one who's forcing him to go. In this note that he sent to everybody in the Valley, the great community of the Valley, stating his two very important goals and objectives. He actually wants to be your long-term quarterback. He desperately wants to win the Super Bowl. Those were his two goals, according to Eric Burkhart. I kept this statement here because this statement, if you remember, came after he scrubbed his Instagram account the Monday of Super Bowl week when everybody's paying attention to this stuff, right? And then this happened, the Combine happened, and we were still talking about it, and nothing happened. Nothing happened prior to the draft, wasn't traded. Nothing happened at the draft. Nothing happened after the draft. Nothing happened with OTAs. Nothing happened until today, July 21st. This missive is now just, we should send this to Canton. And by this, I mean this piece of paper because it's been legendary on this desk.
Saying this should be hung in the Louvre, Rich.
I'm telling you, right?
Hang it. Hang it in the Louvre.
Hang it. No longer operative. The statement, except for, I guess, the two objectives, because Kyler Murray has been signed. And the Cardinals just sent out, this is the Kyler Murray extension tweet.
That's funny.
There it is. 5-year extension. So it's 6 years this year and then the 5 years after that. And keeps him through the 2028 season there in Arizona. And so what are the numbers? Because the conversation has all been about Deshaun Watson for many reasons. One of them being he was given a contract by the Browns with all of his outstanding issues, one way to put it, still outstanding. He got every dollar guaranteed with $230 million of them, right?
Yep.
So did Kyler get everything guaranteed? He did not actually get everything guaranteed. He does get a deal worth $230.5 million. So he can make all of that. But the guaranteed dollars is $160 million, and then the whole average per year, according to our boy Shefty. And I also saw this from Ian as well, just to make sure I'm taking care of all friends. $46.1 million a year. That's the second highest paid quarterback average. I believe Aaron Rodgers is one.
Yeah. Also worth noting that Deshaun Watson's average is 46.
Okay.
And Kyler's is 46 point.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, the man who wrote the famed missive can point to, second highest annual average. The annual average is higher than Deshaun Watson's, and the money that he can potentially earn is bigger than Deshaun Watson's. But the team can say not everything's guaranteed. We are not cutting that huge-ass check that the Haslams did to put into escrow. That's not happening. So let it begin. Here we go. The conversation is going to be this. Does he deserve it? And I know you don't like the answer, Chris. I'm going to give it to you because I say it every time. Yes, he deserves it because it was his turn. And it was his turn. And the market says this. And that's what the market is for quarterbacks who are drafted first overall and show a generationally talented ability. And even though he has yet to win a playoff game, and even though he has only 3 years under his belt, and normally everybody waits to the 4th year before the 5th-year option needs to be picked up before they make a contract like this for the player like this, unless there's somebody like, say, Josh Allen out there who has won playoff games. Yes, he deserves it because it's his turn to get it, and he got it. One day, a team will turn to the player. I don't know if we'll be alive on this day. We'll turn to a player in this situation and say, no, you will not get it. And it's a matter of fact, you're going to have to earn it by winning a playoff game. And if you don't, we'll send you on your way. That's it. See you later. And we'll go back to the draft and we'll start again and try and win a Super Bowl in the first iteration of a contract because that's when it's cheapest for us. And we could spread the money around and build a team in a salary cap world for a roster that can win a Super Bowl. That's what we're going to do. And sorry, that day may never happen. I don't think it'll happen while we're alive. And that's why I say, yes, he deserves it. The question is, though, will he earn it? In the figurative way.
We watched the playoff game, right?
Win it. Now, the playoff game.
We watched it, right?
Look, man, no DeAndre Hopkins. that you got to put it all together. And he looked overwhelmed, and the Rams were Super Bowl worthy, and the Cardinals weren't. And every single year that he's been in the pros for the Cardinals have come on, done well in the first 2-3 months. This is the Kingsbury Cardinals as well, and just regressed. This year, DeAndre Hopkins was out. Last year, he had that incredible Hail Mary grab, the Hail Murray, and then the team hardly won a game after that. They don't finish well. And this year, they're going to have to start well without DeAndre Hopkins, and they're going to be looking at Kyler Murray and saying, you are one of the highest paid players in the league, or will be when your contract extension kicks in, and you should do well without your guy because you're that quarterback being paid that much. And how will Murray handle all of that? He is not in the the Northeast. So that's not going to be something that's churned up on the sports talk radio 24/7, 365 on multiple radio stations and, a dozen media outlets going to his locker right after. So he is in a good spot for that. But it's on Kyler. Here we go. And will he feel the pressure, as we say in the business? Well, guess what? When you're paid that much money, you should win football games, no matter that your all-pro receiver's out, no matter that you're in the division of the defending Super Bowl champs. Go win a game. Go in the game with your arms and your legs. Go win the game with your Kyler Murray, 2 touchdowns in the air, 2 on the ground, and come up with the win.
Go win a game, win MVP. Go to the Super Bowl.
He has now officially entered that realm with that contract. So that's the question.
But that's who gets paid this money.
His two objectives was he wants to be your long-term quarterback. Check. He desperately wants to win the Super Bowl. Now it's time to deliver on that. All eyes on Arizona.
Well, we know they're going to make it because the Super Bowl's in Arizona this year. So.
Well done. Well done on that.
It's a given, man.
They have got themselves a really good roster. But now it's going to be more of, okay, Kyler, you've been paid. And he has set a standard. And the Cardinals have as well. You can pay your guy this way before his 4th year.
Right.
You can pay your guy this way right after year 3, before year 4. And this is exactly what Baker wanted to do. Cleveland wasn't into it.
Well, you know who the happiest guy in the NFL is right now?
Lamar Jackson?
Absolutely.
Lamar's getting ready to be paid. He reported to training camp today. He's there.
I mean, Lamar's average number is going to have a 5 in front of it.
Well, Lamar's average number is going to go up, I would think, from this. Because Kyler never won MVP. Kyler's yet to win a playoff game. Lamar has done both. Lamar means the same to his franchise as Kyler obviously does to his. But, Lamar's in a year in front of him, draft-wise. A year in front of him, draft-wise. And what a crazy-ass world we live in right now, man. Baker and Sam Darnold from that draft with Lamar Jackson are on the same team. They're in the same quarterback room right now. Lamar can now get more money than the guy he can become the second highest paid quarterback on an annual basis. And Josh Allen is your current odds-on favorite to win the MVP and the Super Bowl. That's your quarterback draft class from 2018, first round. And on the day that Kyler Murray is generationally enriched by the Cardinals, Josh Rosen, that 5th first-round choice who Arizona chose and then one and done for Kyler Murray, he's now trying to become the backup to the backup of the guy who makes the most guaranteed money in the league, Deshaun Watson, from the draft previous to all of them. And he might not play at all this year because of everything else.
Crazy.
What a wild world in the NFL we live in.